In this video, we'll see a recap of the most exciting tech that was launched in 2024. From AI-powered physical assistant to AI-powered virtual assistants. From metal arms catching rockets to design-focused rebranding that snatched all the attention away from AI. This is Tech Wrapped 2024 in 10 minutes. So AI was introduced to the world as a product in 2023, but this year it dominated the tech world and expanded into every product possible. Starting with personal assistant devices like Humane and Rabbit R1. Think of them as physical version of AI that you can carry around like smartphones. They manage your apps, schedules, and answer all the questions with just a simple button or a tap. This is the Humane Pin. It's a device that clips onto your chest and then you can give voice commands by touching and holding on this pad here. It has a camera and a couple of microphones to sense the environment, but the most interesting thing is this laser projecting screen that can display all the information on your palm. But there's a simple version of this too, called Rabbit R1. It's a small plastic cube with a similar functionalities like the Humane Pin, but has a normal screen instead of a fancy laser to display all the information. And you can carry it around in your pocket like a smartphone instead of clipping it like Humane. But this new approach for a personal computing device will require a lot of data and real-time processing. Like for Humane AI Pin, the device cost is $500. But then there's a $25 monthly subscription for the processing. On the other hand, for the Rabbit R1, you just need to pay a one-time price of $200 without any subscription. So for a first generation product, I would definitely go with the Rabbit R1 because of the lower price. And talking about the another first generation product that I could not buy is Apple Vision Pro. It was launched last year but became available to the public starting this year for $3,500 or 4,000 euros. This device is a marvel of design and engineering. It has multiple cameras on the outside, eye tracking sensors on the inside, the fast M2 and R1 chips, and then a soft headband that makes it one of the most comfortable VR headsets that I have ever tried. Although you can use it for work, but Apple is pushing it as more of an entertainment focused headset. So they have partnered with Disney and some other sports channels to shoot special content for Vision Pro. And when I tried Vision Pro, I had the same feeling. The movies and the sports experience is much better than any other VR headset, especially for the football and basketball game. You can literally be in the field or the court side or even on top of the goal post. Because it's really difficult to imagine without experiencing it, and that's why people are not buying it, because they don't know how they will feel after they will purchase this product, and that's why Apple has stopped the production of these devices. But there are some rumors that Apple will launch an affordable version of this next year. Now moving on to Q2. Meta has launched their own version of open source language model called the Llama, which is faster, smarter, and more efficient than ChatGPT as it has been trained on 400 billion parameters. But this is not for direct consumers. It is more like a tool for developers to create amazing AI-powered apps and businesses. They don't want to target consumers directly like ChatGPT or OpenAI, but instead they want to provide the backend technology for future AI-based companies, and that too without any additional cost, unless your user base grows more than 700 million. Basically, they don't want you to create another Facebook. Then, in the WWDC this year, Apple launched their much awaited AI in partnership with OpenAI. And of course, it's Apple, so naming has to be peculiar. So they called it Apple Intelligence. But it failed people's expectation completely. Usually, when Apple releases any technology, even years after the competition, it is the best version possible. But this time, they totally missed it. It was very basic stuff like the text generation, photo editing, etc. And you can tell that this launch was done in a hurry because even when the iPhones were launched in September, they still didn't came with these new AI features. And users like me in Europe are still waiting to get the Apple Intelligence maybe sometime next year. Now let's move to Q3. In July, Samsung also had an event focused on including AI in everything. So they launched a bunch of devices like Galaxy Flip and Fold phones, Watch 7, Watch Ultra and Galaxy Bud. But the most interesting launch was the Galaxy Ring. It's a lightweight wearable ring that tracks sleep, heart rate and fitness without being bulky. So if you don't like wearing a watch like this, instead of going for a Whoop band, you can also go for the Galaxy Ring. Then came the Tech September with the Apple Fall event. And like every year, they launched the iPhones, AirPods and Apple Watch. Nothing new, but there's one feature that really stood out. The AirPods Pro can now work as hearing aids. So basically, you can test your hearing using your iPhone, and if needed, your AirPods Pro can help you hear better. Basically, they are building on the transparency mode, which already lets you hear what's happening around you. And now they have taken it a step further. It's a clever way to shake up the hearing aid industry by offering a much cheaper and more accessible solution for everyone. Also in September, Meta did a Connect event and launched the new Ray-Ban glasses, Quest 3s and Orion, their new AR glasses. The usual Ray-Ban Meta glasses can listen to your commands and play the answers in your ears using the speaker. But these Orion glasses are packed with tech that lets you interact with the holographic displays in the lenses. So you can place digital content anywhere around you, on the walls, tables, or even in the mid-air. Kind of like a Vision Pro, but without the metal box hanging on your face. But what it can do like the Vision Pro is take inputs from the fingers using gestures and taps. So no more controllers like the Quest. But this was still a prototype and Meta is not ready to release them to the public just yet. Maybe sometime next year. But in Q4 of this year, the attention kind of went away from AI due to two reasons: Elon and Jaguar. Elon got people and the president excited and interested in hard sciences again, like rockets and robots. When the Starship booster came back to the Earth and was caught with the metal arms, not only US but people all over the world celebrated that moment. And in the same month, Tesla had the V-Robot event, where they released Robotaxi, Robovan and the Tesla Bot. They don't just want to change the cars, they want to change our relationship with transportation. According to Tesla, your car is sitting idle most of the time, like when you're working or sleeping. At that time, it can just go around the city and help other people in their transport. And when you need it, it can come back to you. Personally, I think that people, especially men, see cars as their prized possession, and it will be really challenging to change that perspective. But lately, what I think has been changing a lot. Yeah, I'm talking about the rebranding of Jaguar. In November this year, Jaguar completely changed their identity, including their logo, tagline, color scheme, and finally the whole design language of their cars. The new concept car looks like a combination of Rolls-Royce Spectre and Cybertruck. It would be really interesting to see how this will affect the Jaguar sales, because I know for a fact that the usual age of people who buy and drive a Jaguar is somewhere between late 40s to late 60s. And this new design language and brand identity is not exactly appealing to that user group. Some people are comparing it to the Apple rebranding of 90s, but only time will tell if this turns out to be true or not. But one thing is sure, for a brief moment of time, Jaguar became hotter than AI by simply focusing on design and the beauty of their product. 2024 was the year where AI powered everything became the new normal. But we also learned that the hard sciences like robots, cars and space will always be in the limelight. And that was Tech Wrapped for 2024. Let me know in the comments below what was your favorite product launched this year. And if you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon to watch more videos about design and the science behind the products. I'll see you next year. Thank you.